Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about what is needed in order to be successful in any business that you're in. I'm, of course, in internet marketing, but I want to talk about what is needed as far as mindset. I've been studying a lot of Napoleon Hill, a lot of his teachings. I've read some of his book, Think and Grow Rich. I need to finish it and read it, about 10 more times, but I've been studying a lot of Napoleon Hill's teachings, and just a lot of stuff that is needed in order to be successful. If you have, I'm also going to go over some teachings as far as if you've seen the movie The Secret, law of attraction, things like that. Because if you know of Napoleon Hill, or if you've read his books or studied his teachings, that is basically what he is teaching, the law of attraction, without actually, calling it the law of attraction. So I want to go over that. So let's get right into it here. First of all, the first thing that you got to have, in order to be successful, and if you've been in network marketing, you've heard this a million times. I'm just saying it differently. You got to have a definiteness of purpose. Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to be successful? Okay? So, when your why is strong enough, the how is irrelevant. Sorry, I think I spelled irrelevant completely wrong, but you get the point. You don't have to be a master speller to be successful here in internet marketing. So when your how is strong enough, or when your why is strong enough, the how is irrelevant. For me, to give you an example of this, I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, okay? And when I was at my bottom, when I was at my lowest point, I had no idea how I was going to get back up. But here's the thing, I just knew I was going to, Well, after a certain point, at first I wanted to give up. I'm not going to lie. At first I wanted to give up. But after a certain point, when I realized that life is too short and, that I really did want to live and I really did want to be successful, I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I just knew I was going to. And take a look at Henry Ford. Take a look at any successful person throughout history. Majority of them had no idea how they were going to do it. They just knew they were going to do it. John D. Rockefeller, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times, guys. But he had this. And, what is a definiteness of purpose? A definiteness of purpose what do you want out of life? What do you want out of life? What do you want to be in life? Or what is your life's purpose, I should say? What is your life's purpose? What is your purpose in life? That's the easiest way to put it. What is your purpose in life? Put it in writing. I've got a journal that I write that in. And every morning and every night, almost religiously, I read that. And, the secret to wealth and the secret to, the secret that all the rich people know and all the wealthy people know is you got to tap into your subconscious mind. See, if you don't know, there's a conscious and there's a subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, whether you know it or not, has been programmed your whole life. Whether it's been programmed to be poor, or whether it's been programmed to be rich. Whether you've had a success conscious or whether you've had, a poor conscious, because throughout life we have been programmed. You know, whenever, for instance, if you saw something that you want as a kid, and if your parents told you, no, you can't have that, or no, we can't afford that, your subconscious mind has been programmed to think, oh, okay, when I can't afford something, then, that's the end. Well, and that's not your parents' fault. That's not, that's not what I'm trying to get at. But what we got to start reprogramming our minds is that instead of saying, no, I can't afford that, say, how can I afford it? Put your mind to work. Put your subconscious mind to work. And, you just got to program. And that's why you got to read this every night and day, because you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. That's why another thing that you want to do to be successful listen to audios daily. Number 2, read daily. Those two are, well, I should say these 3 are the most important things that I can give you today. Okay? I could end this video right now, and I would have given you enough right there to ensure your success if you follow those things. If you follow them. And here's the thing, and I don't remember the exact stats, but I believe it goes like this. The most successful people in the world, well, actually, let me start out this way. The average, the average person, the 90% or whatever it is of people, average about 1 book per year. They read 1 book or less per year. Now, the other 10% or whatever it is, the most successful people in the world, average about 65 books a year. They read an average of 65 books per year, and that could be higher. But anyways, it's quadruple or whatever, 10 times or 65 times, I should say, the amount that the average person reads. Now, I mean, does that tell you something? It should. Every successful person reads a ton. I read every single night. Every single night, guys. A lot of times I fall asleep with my book, and it's just so important. I mean, in my first 30 days of doing that, I could already tell my mind was being reprogrammed. Because here's the thing, and here's another point to success, another key to success. Whatever you study a lot of, you become. So, for instance, let's just go to, and I'll use this as an example. The people that study, to be a teacher become a teacher. The people that study to become an engineer become an engineer. If you're studying the poor, you're going to be poor. If you're studying the rich, you're going to be rich. I mean, that's just what it is. That goes back to the subconscious mind, guys. That goes back to the subconscious mind. That's how your subconscious mind works. And so whatever you put inside your mind is what is going to come out the outside. And let's go into another point here, because I think that's pretty simple. You can get that, and you can understand that. Let's talk about the law of attraction. Now, I don't care if you believe this or not. It happens around you whether you believe it or not. Now, a lot of people have a misconception of the law of attraction. They believe that they can just wish a Ferrari into their driveway, or they believe that they can just wish $500,000 into their bank account, and that's simply not true. It's somewhat true, and I'll explain, I'll elaborate on that here in a second. But the law of attraction states whatever you think about, you get. Whatever you think, what's another way I can put this? Thoughts become reality. That's the way I should put it. Thoughts become a reality. And instead of focusing on what you don't want, you need to focus on what you do want. You know, there's been studies of this. I'm a perfect example. When I was a full-blown into my disease before I got sober, you know, which March 10th, which was 4 days ago, I celebrated 14 months. And it's a miracle. But here's the thing. When I was into my disease, I constantly thought about the negative. I constantly thought about, why is this happening to me? What's going to happen next? Or I don't want to get an eviction. I don't want my cell phone to turn off. You know? I don't want to lose my job. I mean, guess what? Every one of those things happened to me. I got an eviction. You know, I got an eviction. I lost my job. I had my cell phone turned off. You know, every single one of those things happened. But here's the cool thing about it, because you might be thinking, well, you're telling me I got to monitor my thoughts? Yes. Here's the cool thing about it, though. Negative thoughts take longer to happen than a positive thought. So, you know, just like I said, start concentrating on the things you do want. You know, whatever you think about, you get, or you become. And that goes back to whatever you study, you become. Let's see, what else okay, so with the law of attraction, start thinking about what you do want. When you start, here's the thing. Look at all the wealth around you. The buildings, the cars, everything. The boats, the billions and billions of dollars all around you. And we don't even notice it. The wealth all around you guys. Now, do you think that there's enough to go around there? I would say yes. And when you start realizing that, and you get into the flow of money, meaning you give and you receive. When you get into the flow of money, it's so easy. You become a cash magnet. You become a money magnet. And that's what you got to do. You just got to start attracting money to you. You got to take action, though. And here's to elaborate on what I said, that you can't just wish those things in your driveway, but you kind of can. You can ask for them. There's 3 steps to the law of attraction. Ask, of course. Receive, and I'm probably spelling this wrong. Again, I'm not a professional speller. Yeah, I guess that's right. I think so. Doesn't matter. You get the point. And take action. Take action. So ask, receive, and take action. So you can ask for a Ferrari, you can ask for $500,000 in your bank account, and what's going to happen is you're going to be given a plan. Whether you call it, I call it God, but whether you call it God or you call it the universe or you call it Buddha, your higher power is going to give you a plan. Okay? You need to follow that plan. Follow that plan, so receive it. Okay? Receive it, say, okay, I got a plan. And then take action. Without the 3rd step here, this is the most important step. This is the most important step, because you can ask all you want. You can ask all you want, but unless you take action, nothing's going to happen. And that's just like, if you've come across this video, more than likely you're on my subscribers list, or you know a little bit about me. You know that I promote the Empower Network and Pure Leverage. You know, a couple other programs, Pure Leverage, GVO, and Empower Network. Those are the programs that I promote. So you've stumbled across these programs for a reason. You stumbled across this video for a reason. And you need to take action on that. The universe, or your higher power, whatever you want to call it, loves action. It loves you to be quick. So take action. Click the link below, or click the link that was in this email. I'll talk to you later, guys.